Up against the Bud. I believe they're 18U. We did play the Bud here in our first game of the tournament, and the Bud did beat us 9-1, I believe was the score. This is a one game only, I don't know what you call it, not in tournament game. Smoke 15U went 0-3 on their games Friday and Saturday, which was kind of expected. They're a young team in an older tournament here, so basically freshmen going up against seniors. So, but yesterday the Smoke played a 17U team from Missouri and lost, but it was a good game, 4-2. The Bud ended up 2-1 in their pool play games this weekend, and ended up with I think there was another 2-1 team, but I'm not sure what the tie-breaking rules are. But either way, the Bud ended up with the 5 seed. Smoke as a 6 seed. So basically the top 4 teams will play in a tournament style today. So the winner of this game is done regardless, and obviously the loser's done. So this is the last game of the tournament for the Smoke and the Bud, regardless of who wins. And then the next 2 games of the day will be the 1 seed versus the 4 seed, and the 2 seed versus the 3 seed. And then the winners will play after that for the championship. So we're ready for action here at John A. Logan College. Got the Southern Smoke 15U versus the Bud from Red Bud. And leading things off for the Smoke is Mason Bunting, and he takes ball 1 outside. Next one comes in low. So Bunting ahead in the count here, 2-0. That went in for a called strike, so 2-1's the count. That one fouled off. So a 2-2 count here. And umpire rings him up there on an outside pitch for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Jetson Holt. First pitch to Holt, called strike 1. That one outside, gets to the backstop. So that evens the count up 1-1. Going in low. So Holt ahead in the count here, 2-1. Holt just finished his freshman year up at Robinson High School, as he awaits a 2-1, and it comes in high, ball 3. So Holt draws the 1-out walk, and he's the first runner aboard here for the Smoke. And that's going to bring in Jared Crompton. Crompton, a Salem kid, I believe. Crompton hits one to the shortstop. He's unable to handle it. And Holt in safe at second. So Crompton reaches on the E6. And that puts runners at first and second for the Smoke as Felix Reynolds steps in. Reynolds just finished his freshman year at Robinson High School as well. First pitch is fouled back out of play, strike one. So no balls and a strike here on Reynolds. The 0-1 pitch on the way, and it's outside. Evens the count up 1-1. Pitcher and catcher, they're going to get a strategy. So 1 out, we're in the top of the first inning. No score. Smoke have runners at first and second, and Felix Reynolds is your batter, and he has a 1-1 count. The pitch. And that's fouled off out of play into the parking lot. So that puts the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one is low and out. Evens the count up 2-2. Ferrara is the pitcher for the Bud. Bletchell, the catcher. So that's going to bring the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch to Reynolds on the way, and it's swung on, and that's going to be fouled out of play as well. So 7th pitch of the at-bat on the way to Reynolds. And Reynolds is going to go down swinging. It's going to bring in Cam Welsh here with 2 outs, 2 on. Cam Welsh finished up his freshman year at Richland County High School in Alney. First pitch to him on the way, and called strike 1, outside corner. That one too far outside, so it counts even 1-1. Another one outside. Outside as well, that one called a strike, so it counts even 2-2. Cam takes a swing at that one and misses. So that's the third out of the inning. Smoke will leave 2 men stranded, score 0 runs. And bottom of the first is coming up. So defensively today for the Smoke, Jared Crompton doing the pitching, Mason Bunting doing the catching. Easton Oaks is at first base. Felix Reynolds is at third. Jetson Holt playing short. Noah Myers playing second. Cam Welsh playing center. Noah Molinax playing left. And where I'm at, I can't see right field. So I'll pass along that information as soon as I see it on Game Changer.
What position were you?
Ryder Knox is our right fielder. So Crompton pitching, Bunting catching, Oaks at first, Myers at second, Holt at short, Reynolds at third, and then Molinax in left, Welsh in center, and Knox in right. First pitch to Wagner from Crompton is a ball. Next one swung on and missed. Evens the count up 1-1. One comes in a little bit high, so 2-1 is the count. Three-one pitch on the way, and that is hit deep into left, and it's gone. Home run. So leadoff bomb there for Wagner for the Bud. Went right over the 370 marker there in left center field. So nice little pop there by Wagner. It's going to bring in Vogler. Vogler is the left fielder for the Bud. Ball and strike, the count on him. With the way the wind's blowing, it's blowing the net around my backstop camera, so I've got this net. I really don't know if there's a way to fix it other than stop the wind, and we don't want to do that. Swung on and missed, so that evens the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one grounded to Felix Reynolds at third, and that ball's going to get by first, and Vogler is going to be into second base easy. So, not a good start here early on for the Smoke. Shortstop Peters will be the third batter of the game. Vogler, the runner at second. He takes his lead. Cropton has a sign and he delivers. And that's in for strike 1. Next pitch, dribbled to second base, slow roller, and just gets him at first. So 1 out, and a runner on third. Ball drops into left field for a base hit, RBI. That batter was Shalel Singer. He's the first baseman. So base hit for him. Drives in a run, makes the score 2-0 in favor of the Bud. Do have 1 out and a runner on first base. The catcher, Bletchel, your batter. First pitch comes in a little bit high, ball 1. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time. That ball grounded to Felix Reynolds at third, and he goes to second to get the lead runner, and he does. So 2 outs. Bletchel, the runner at first, and Maul, the batter. Maul, the second baseman for the Bud. First pitch to him, nope. Pickoff attempt, not in time. No balls and a strike on Mull. That ball low. Evens the count 1-1. Butchell takes his lead, and he's off on the pitch. Bunnings throw to second. In time, he is out. So that's the third out of the inning. And after one complete, score is 2-0 in favor of the Bud. All right, we are ready for second inning action. Easton Oaks, first batter for the Smoke. First pitch to him is going to be low, ball one. I think I've got the net situation under control, so I think the rest of the broadcast, you shouldn't have a net in this view that you see now. I went in for a strike. This view is up against a much tighter net. The field view is a looser net and the wind's blowing away, but I've got the straps on the camera to the net, so it should help. That ball is in the dirt, gets to the backstop. 2 balls and a strike to count here on Oaks. Oaks finished his freshman year at Richland County High School. Plays baseball and football. (3-1) the count. So Oaks looking to be a leadoff man here in the second inning. And that is hit to the pitcher. Gets a glove on it. And shortstop picks it up, throws out Oaks at first for the first out of the inning. Then bring up the second baseman, Noah Myers. Noah finished his freshman year at Robinson High School. First pitch to him is swung on, fouled off, out of play. And that one's fouled out of play. So quickly 0-2 here on Myers. And he's going to go down swinging on strikes. So 2 up, 2 down for the Smoke here in the second inning. It's going to bring Maddox Dillard to the plate. Dillard just finished his sophomore year at Mount Carmel High School. That one drove to right field, foul territory, and the right fielder makes the catch for a quick 3 outs there for the Smoke. So we're headed to the bottom of the second. Score is still 2-0 in favor of the Bud. Leading things off here for the Bud in their half of the second is going to be the second baseman, Maul. Maul was the batter when the caught stealing happened there for the 3rd out in the first inning. First pitch from Crompton to Maul is low for ball 1. Two no's the count. Swung on a miss there for the first strike. So 2 balls and a strike. Called strike 2. Counts now even 2-2. That ball grounded to second base. Myers fields it cleanly and makes the out at first. So 1 up, 1 down here for the Smoke. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Worth. Breaking ball. Breaks in, but a little high, ball 1. Yeah, comes right back at him with another breaking ball. That one falls in for a strike. So, that's high. My apologies. The first one must have been a strike, so that was strike 3. 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down. He's going to bring in the pitcher, Ferrara. First pitch, not far off, but ball one. That one's in for a strike. Evens the count 1-1. Swung on a missed. The Southern Smoke 18, also in this tournament. They will play later on in the day. They're going to be a fun team to watch this summer. They've got, I believe, 9 college commits on the team. That one fouled away. Counts even here, 2-2 on Farrar. 2 outs were in the bottom of the second inning. Score is 2-0 in favor of the Bud. That one just inside. So, count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one fouled down third base side. Full count here on Farrar. We don't have many viewers. And that's swung on a miss for strike 3. So after 2 complete innings, score is 2-0 in favor of the Bud. They go 3 up, 3 down that inning, so good inning defensively there for the Smoke. And coming up to start the third inning is going to be Ryder Knox, Lane Willis, and Noah Molinax. So bottom 3, and then we will return to the top. All right, we're ready for third inning action. Ryder Knox steps in for his first at bat of the game. Ryder, a Olney Richland County High School, just finished his freshman year. First pitch to him, low and in, ball 1. That one fouled straight back. So evens the count up 1-1. One pitch on the way, swung on a missed, strike 2. one in. Evens the count up 2-2. That one blooped up to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring in Wayne Willis. Willis, a Vincennes resident. Vincennes Rivet, I believe, his high school. First pitch to him, grounded to the second baseman, and he fields that cleanly and makes the out. Yeah, that's the only way I can know. I just have to look.
I was like, man, he's all, I hope he gets it. No, he didn't have that.
So with 2 outs, Noah Molinax will step to the plate. Molinax from Flora, you guys know? Flora.
That sounds right.
Molinax, a Flora High School student. One's in for a strike. So a ball and a strike. And called a strike. Shockingly, normally when the catcher misses it, they call it a ball. But 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. And check swing, he did go around. So Smoke is going to go down 1-2-3 here in the third. So score is still 2-0 in favor of the Bud. And the bottom of the third coming up.
Interviews and
Well, I tried to get you on here, Tom. You wouldn't do it.
yeah, I know that was your stage. So that was crazy, dude. That was like your first one, wasn't it?
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Hubbard leading things off here in the bottom of the third for the Bud. He has a 1-1 count. That one is fouled back. I'm going to try to catch it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count here on Hubbard. 2-2 pitch on the way. Called. Strike 3. So 1 up, 1 down. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Bonert. Bonert. First pitch to him, ball 1. That one drove to right field. And that's going to get down. And Bonert will be rounding second, headed to third. And he's in for a triple. Okay, that was Wathen. It just changed on Game Changer. That was Wathen, not Bonert. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order, the center fielder Wagner. And he did homer to left center field his first at bat. So I would say we need to... Oh, that one's flied to left field. Wagner settles under, makes the catch. Runner at third tags, and the ball was deep enough. He's in easy. So 2 outs. RBI sac fly there by Wagner. Makes the score 3-0 in favor of the Bud. And that'll bring in the left fielder, Volkler. Volkler, I believe, reached on an error his first at bat. First pitch to him, outside, ball 1. That one ground to the right side. Easton Oaks grabs it, says he'll take it himself. And that's the 3rd out of the inning. So due up for the smoke will be the top of the order, Bunting, Holt, and Crompton.
Cross your shins.
Yeah. Mason Bunting leading things off here for the Smoke. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Mason struck out his first at bat, so he is 0 for 1 on the day. Next pitch to him, high. So 2-0 count here on Bunting. Next pitch in, swung on, fouled straight back. 2-1. Oh, that's too far. I was going to try to get that one too. Fouled out of play. 2-2 count here on Bunting. Two-two pitch on the way. Outside. Brings the count full. 3-2. Swung on. Ground ball. Easy hop there for the third baseman. And he makes the play for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up Jetson Holt for his second at bat of the day. Jetson walked his first at bat. First pitch to him, fouled back. Oh, I can't get that one either. It's my goal this season, is to catch a foul ball on the air. That ball's inside. 1-1 count. That one's fouled. Hit somebody. One ball, 2 strike count here on Holt. One's outside. Count's now even 2-2. Holt connects on that one, right field, and he makes the grab. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Smoke in the top half of the fourth. And that's going to bring up Jared Crompton. He's 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to him is way outside. Ball 1. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 count here on Crompton. Crompton doing the pitching today. 2-0 pitch on the way, and that's in low, ball 3. So Jared way ahead in the count here, 3-0. Crompton swings on that one, fouls it out of play. So counts now full. Crompton able to hold up on a check swing there and draws a 2-out walk as Felix Reynolds steps in for his second at bat of the day. He is 0 for 1. He did strike out his first at bat. First pitch to Reynolds, flied into foul territory and just barely gets out of the playing area. Right fielder went a long ways and was right up against the net as the ball went out of play, though. So no balls and a strike here on Reynolds. That one popped up, shallow infield, and the first baseman brings it down for the third out of the inning. So Smoke leave one man stranded. As we head to the bottom of the fourth, the Bud lead the Smoke 3-0. All right, I am back. Apologize, I had to go use the restroom. So, Peters led things off for the Bud, and he grounded out to Noah Myers, second baseman, and then Schlush, I don't know that name, but he just flew out to center field. to Cam Welsh. So 2 up, 2 down here for the Bud in the bottom of the fourth. First pitch to Bletchell, the catcher, is called strike one. Bletchell grounds that one, slow hopper to Felix Reynolds. And he bobbles it, makes a quick throw, and not in time. So with 2 outs, have a runner on first base.
What's the score?
Score is 3-0 in favor of the Bud.
Wait, if you took it, is it on right now?
Yeah, it's on right now.
With that?
With a camera up there. So stepping to the plate for the Bud will be Maul. He is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch in called strike one. That one fouled up, and Bunting unable to get back to it. Didn't get very high, so would have been a tough ball to get to. 0-2 the count on Mull. Two outs, runner on first. 0-2 count. Crompton leans in, gets his sign, comes set, the pitch, and swung on and missed, strike three for the third out of the inning. So we've played 4 complete innings. Score is the Bud 3, Smoke 15, U0. Due up for the Smoke is going to be Welsh, Oaks, and Myers. Welsh, Oaks, Myers. On the pitching side, for the Smoke, Crompton has thrown 56 pitches for 35 strikes. He's allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. After 4 complete for the Bud pitching, Ferrara has allowed no runs on no hits, has struck out 5, and he's walked 2. So both pitchers really doing a pretty good job. It's been a quick game. We're already in the 5th inning. So Cam Welsh steps in for his second at-bat of the game. Welsh struck out his first at-bat, so he's on the hunt for his first hit of the game. 1 ball, no strike to count. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way, and it's in for called strike 1. 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes on Welsh, and the pitch, that one's going to be outside for ball 2. Welsh is going to go down swinging on strikes. So that'll be the first out of the inning. And Easton Oaks will be stepping to the plate. First pitch called ball one. They appeal the check swing to the first base umpire, but he has no idea because Oaks is a lefty. Oaks is 0 for 1 on the day. That one's fouled back out of play. So that evens the count 1-1. Smoke's still looking for their first hit of the day. Oaks swung on and missed, bringing the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's low and outside. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Oaks swung on and missed that one. So, 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for the Smoke here in the 5th inning. And Noah Myers is going to take a shot out of here to keep the inning going. Myers 0 for 1. He struck out his first at bat. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Smoke need to get something going here pretty soon. We're getting late in the ball game. That one went behind Myers, so that's a ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Are you gonna do this for football?
I don't know. I mean, well, probably not because I'll have to work. That ball hits him, I thought. Maybe not. You should have let it hit him. Then we have a base runner. 3 balls, no strikes. That one finds the strike zone. That one swung on, grounded to the third baseman. He has a hard time getting a handle on it and is not in time. And Myers is aboard on the error on the third baseman. So that's going to bring in Maddox Dillard to the plate. Dillard 0 for 1 on the day. Looking to keep things going here. Pickoff attempt at first is not in time. It's like the official score on Myers was a hit. So ground ball to the shortstop. He flips to second for the force out, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. So we'll switch sides, and I believe Worth, the third baseman for the Bud, will be the leadoff man here in the bottom of the 5th. All right. Worth, the batter for the Bud. He's 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out his first at bat. First pitch to Worth. Breaking ball comes in high, ball 1. Nice pitch there by Crompton. Gets him to chase, strike 1. So counts even 1-1. And gets him to chase another one. Why not? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Might as well do it again. This time, hopefully, the catcher catches it. Ooh, that looked real good. Called a ball, though. 2-2 is the count. Two-two pitch on the way. And gets him to chase. And that's strike 3. So, 1 up, 1 down here for the Bud. And Ferrara, the pitcher, steps to the plate. Yeah, the Smoke and the Bud. The perfect Illinois matchup. This game brought to you by Terrabus. That went in, must have been inside, because it wasn't high, it wasn't low. 2 balls, no strikes. Here on Ferrara. Next pitch, swung on, fouled out, out of play. Holy cow, it almost hit that car. That almost hit that car driving by on the road. That'd been a surprise, huh? That one a little outside. So the count's 3-1 now on Ferrara. And that's called ball 4. So Ferrara draws the 1-out walk.
So what time do you guys have to be out of your spot over there?
We actually booked for tonight too, so there's really no rush.
Okay.
Yeah, but 1 o'clock is checkout time.
Oh, well, even so.
So it would have been fine either way, but we normally book that extra night so we don't have to.
Yeah, because
Rush.
Extra $5-10.
No, it's more than that, but it's like maybe 20.
Oh.
It's worth being able to leave it there for sure. Oh, that's mine. I got that one. Yes, just caught that on the air. All right, so now I have no more season goals for the rest of the year, I guess. My goal was to catch a foul ball on the air, and I just did. That ball is going to get by, and Ferrara is going to advance to second easily.
I thought you were going to keep it.
Souvenir, no. Hubbard is the batter. 1 ball, 1 strike. We have 1 out here. That pitch, breaking ball, falls in for a strike. So a ball and 2 strikes. That one, dribble to third base. Felix Reynolds makes the catch and the throw across the diamond to get the runner at first. And the courtesy runner Kilpatrick advances to third on the ground ball. So we now have 2 outs as Wathen, the right fielder, steps in. This will be the bottom of the lineup. That one grounded foul down the first base side. So Crompton, the pitcher, starts out ahead here. No balls and a strike. Smoke need to do everything they can to keep this runner on third from scoring to lessen the damage as much as possible. Scores 3-0 in favor of the Bud right now. That one in for a called strike. Again, the Bud is a 18 team and Smoke 15. That one ripped hard, foul, and hits the concession stand out of play. So no balls, 2 strikes. That one in. Not a bad 0-2 pitch there, though. Try to get the guy to chase and a ball out of the zone. Doesn't chase. Ball and 2 strikes. And holy cow. I don't know where those balls are at. That one's called a ball. And that's called a ball. I have no idea. That one's fouled away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. At least 5 or 6 strikes have been thrown here, and he's still batting. And that's fouled away as well. We're gonna run the baseball soon. Here comes a couple more. Three balls, 2 strikes. This is surely the 9th or 10th pitch of the at-bat. Runner still stands at third. Smoke doing everything they can do to keep him from scoring. And that's going to be, you guessed it, fouled, out of play. Ground ball up the middle. Holt makes the diving catch and is unable to get the throw. So the runner at third will score. And Coach Ryan Jones wants a timeout. We'll see if we're making a change or if we're just going to talk. And Crompton will be coming out of the game. And it looks like Noah Myers will be his replacement. So Crompton finishes the game here with 80 pitches, 49 strikes. He allowed 4 runs on 5 hits. Only gave up 1 walk and struck out 5. So, nice outing there by Crompton. And Myers will take his warm-up tosses. We have 2 outs and a runner on first base is where we'll be at once he finishes up his warm-up. All right, so Myers has completed his warm-up tosses. The umpire is letting him know his situation, which is 2 outs, runner at first, and we are now back to the top of the order for the Bud. This will be Wagner, the center fielder. He did homer his first at bat, so need to be careful here with him. I would say keep things pretty low in the zone. First pitch, fouled straight back, strike one.
Do you know when our 18U plays?
They'll play the game after the next game. So they're either a 2 or a 3 seed, I don't know which. Second pitch to Wagner on the way, and it's swung on. Back pick attempt at first, not in time. Oop, I switched the wrong screen there, got excited. Put it back here. Oh, my net's creeping back over. Oh no, my camera got moved. I'll fix that. And that'll be 3 strikes, and that'll end the inning. So we've played 5 complete innings, and the score is 4-0 in favor of the Bud. Ferrara out for his 6th inning of work. He has thrown 77 pitches, 44 strikes. Officially, he's gave up 1 hit. I still think it was probably an error on the third baseman on that one. Ryder Knox will be leading things off here in the 6th for the Smoke. First pitch to him, low and in, ball 1. That one chopped foul. Ball and strike, the count here on Knox. 1-1 pitch is up and out. Ball 2. That one swung on, right field, and the right fielder makes the grab. So, 1 out. And that will bring Lane Willis to the plate.
I'll spray some starting fluid.
First pitch to Willis in, called strike 1.
Yeah.
That one high. Takes a hack at it. Ground ball. First baseman not able to handle it, and Willis will be aboard. He's 0 for 1. He struck out his first at bat. This will be his second at bat of the game. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Scores 4-0, favor of the Bud. First pitch to Willis, or to Mullinax. That's the first hit of the game for the Smoke. So blows the no-hitter for Ferrara. And Smoke has 2 runners on, and we're back to the top of the order. Mason Bunting will be the batter. He's 0 for 2, has a strikeout and a ground out. First pitch to him, swung on and missed, strike 1. Score is 4-0. Ferrara checks his runner, delivers, that's outside. Counts even 1-1. It's going to be called strike 2. So ball and 2 strikes here on Bunting. Looking to put a ball in play here, move some guys around. The 1-2 pitch is on the way. And that's inside. Counts now even 2-2. Willis, the runner at second. The pitch. Swung on, line drive in the gap, and that is going to move the runners and load the bases for Jetson Holt. Still have 1 out here in the top of the 6th, and Smoke suddenly have the tying run at the plate. And the Bud coach wants a timeout. His pitcher has thrown 89 pitches, so I would say, I don't think he's taking him out. He's just going to calm him down a little bit, I believe. So, Smoke threatening here in the top half of the 6th with bases loaded. Score still 4-0. And Jetson Holt is the batter. The sun's hot. Yeah. So Ferrara will remain in the game. Next time the coach comes out this inning, he will have to switch, as the second mound visit is a switch. So Holt looking to do some damage here for the Smoke with bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch to him, in for called strike 1. That one is blooped just over the second baseman's head. And everybody is going to advance 1 base. And that's an RBI for Holt. So Smoke on the board, 4-1. Still bases loaded and just 1 out. And Jared Crompton will be the next batter for the Smoke. Crompton is 0 for 1 with a walk. So this will be his 3rd AB of the day. First pitch in, called strike 1. The 0-1 on the way outside. Nice snag by the catcher, keeping the runners in place. 1-1 is the count. One pitch, grounded to shortstop. That fumbles the ball, and the runner is safe. So error there on the second baseman on the what could have been a game-ending double play. Keeps the Smoke alive, and another run scored. So 4-2 now the score. Still just 1 out, and Felix Reynolds will be the batter. Reynolds rips that ball deep in the gap, and that's going to bounce over the fence for a ground rule double, and that's going to tie the ball game. So ground rule double right over the 370 sign here in right center field, ties the ball game 4-4, and we're going to have a pitching change here as Redbud coach has called timeout. So still 1 out. Score's tied 4-4, and Smoke will have runners on second and third as Felix Reynolds just hits a smoke show of a ground rule double deep right center field. So we'll let the new pitcher get his warm-up tosses, and we'll be right back at you. So the new pitcher for the Bud is going to be Worth, I believe. Yeah, Worth is the pitcher. He was the starting third baseman, and he is in to pitch here in the top of the sixth with 1 out. As Cam Welsh is the batter.
Line drive, Scorgan.
Cam Welsh is going to be intentionally walked there to load the bases, and what they're doing is setting up a force out at any base looking to turn 2. And Easton Oaks drives a base hit into right field And that's going to score a run and leave the bases loaded. So 5-4 now the score, Smoke on top. So we started this inning with a no-hitter going for the pitcher, and suddenly Smoke is ahead 5-4. Myers rips one just foul down the third base side. Myers 1 for 2 on the day. The 0-1 pitch to him. Ground ball just gets by the shortstop, and that's going to score 1 run. Felix Reynolds crosses the plate, and that's another base hit for the Smoke by Myers, and scores now 6-4 in favor of the Smoke. Base is still loaded, 1 out. We're in the top of the 6th, and Maddox Dillard steps to the plate. Dillard 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him is up high. Ball 1. Catcher wants time. Calm down his guy. So Dillard the batter. Myers on first. Oaks on second. Welsh on third. 1 out. 6-4 is the score. That ball chopped slow, and that's going to score a run. They do make the out at first, but Welsh is able to make it home on the slow roller to third base. So leaves runners at second and third, 2 outs now. Scores 7-4 in favor of the Smoke, and Ryder Knox steps in for his third at bat of the day. He's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him, that's high. Ball 1. So 9:55 is time limit. So this will be the last inning. The Bud will get the last chance to hit. They're the home team. That ball comes in high for ball 2. So this will be a time limit game. So this will be the last inning. That ball fouled straight back.
Come on, Ryder.
2 balls and a strike now on Ryder. That one fouled back. Out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ryder looking to extend this 7-run inning here just a little bit farther. Worth from the windup. And Ryder disgusted with himself for not letting that pitch hit him. You can tell it in his face. He's like, ah, dang. It's a natural human reaction to move away from a flying object at you. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count is full. The pitch, that's outside, ball 4. So that's going to reload the bases here with 2 outs. And Lane Willis coming to the plate. Lane is 0 for 1 on the day, or 0 for 2 on the day. Here, can you give that to somebody? First pitch to him. Swung on, that's going to be fouled back, out of play. Heads up! I know, I could have caught that when I was back there. No balls and a strike. That one's in low. Nice block there by the catcher, keeping the runners at bay. Willis looking to add to the damage here in the 6th inning. That ball is fouled back out of play as well.
Go, Bud.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Willis. The 1-2 pitch on the way. And that's a ball. 2-2 counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases are loaded. Score is 7-4 in favor of the Smoke. Worth pitching from the windup. The pitch. And that's drove to center field. And that burnt the center fielder. He did not make the catch. That's going to roll all the way to the wall. And that is going to clear the bases. And Lane Willis is in easy with a stand-up triple and a 3 RBI triple at that. So that makes the score 10-4 in favor of the Smoke. And this inning keeps on going as Mullinax steps in. So Smoke has more than batted through the order here in the top of the 6th. Mullinax steps in. And the pitch is low in the dirt. Nice little scoop there by the catcher. Keeps Willis at third. That ball is fouled back. Oh, I couldn't get to that one. I tried. Could have been 2 live catches on the season. One ball, 1 strike the count on Mullinax. That one high and tight for ball 2. Tootie. And side ball 3. 3-1. Base knock here will score another run. 2 outs. Counts 3-1. Scores 10-4. We're in the top of the 6th. And that's ball 4. So, puts runners on first and third and brings the Smoke back to the top of the order. Mason Bunting will be the batter. Mason's second at bat of the inning. First at bat did get a base hit to left field. That one swung on and missed. Strike 1. Worth from the stretch checks his runners. The 0-1 pitch on the way. That's popped up. Shallow right center field. Right fielder in and does make the catch. So Smoke leave 2 men stranded here in the top of the 6th. They do score 10 runs on 8 hits in here in the 6th inning. So time expired at 9:55, so this will be the last inning. The Bud will have a chance to hit as they are the home team. So Smoke 15U 10, the Bud 18U 4, and Smoke is 3 outs away from a win. So batting for the Bud here in the bottom of the last inning we will see the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Volkler, the left fielder, will be leading things off. Peters, the shortstop, batting second. And batting third is the first baseman, and his name is too long to see on Game Changer, so I don't know what it is. Myers still in doing the pitching for the Smoke, so he's looking to finish this thing off, and I guess he would get the win. I believe the score was 4-0 when he came in. So his warm-up tosses are complete, and we are ready for last inning action. Southern Smoke, 15U, 3 outs away from a victory here against the 18U Bud. Volkler steps in, he bats from the left side. He's 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him is up and out, ball 1. That one, top of the zone, called strike 1. 1-1 is the count. Volkler takes a hack at that one and fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. The 1-2 pitch, probably looking for something pretty low here, maybe even in the dirt. And that's what we do, and boom, rings him up, strike 3 for the first out. It's going to bring in the shortstop, Peters. Peters is 0 for 2 on the day. Also bats from the left side. Myers from the windup. The pitch. That's in. Called strike 1. That one's fouled down the third base side, or the first base side. So Myers ahead here, big in the count, 0-2. See something down in the zone again. That one's fouled straight back. Count remains the same, 0-2. The 0-2 pitch on the way. That ball fielded by Lane Willis, second baseman, flips to first, and that's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down. I think a second baseman fielded it.
Stay in the shade and you sacrifice your view.
I know. This is the hardest name to say on the team. Schlesinger. Schlesinger. Schlesinger is 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him was a strike, so it's 0-1. Next pitch on the way, and that's bounces in the dirt for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. From the windup, Myers, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, slow bouncer up the middle. Willis comes across, fields the ball, and makes the play at first. So, Smoke will come away with the win. So the 15U Smoke beat the 18U Bud. And that is their first win of the tournament. But unfortunately, with the losses that we had Friday and Saturday. This is a one and done for us today. So win or lose, this was our only game today. But again, these are high school freshmen that's been playing against high school seniors all weekend. So for them to pull out a win, I would say that's a successful tournament, and will definitely get them ready for the rest of the summer. As the rest of the summer they'll be playing against athletes their own age. So definitely a good tournament to get in. We did take a beating on a couple games Friday. Came back yesterday and lost, but it was definitely was a good game yesterday. I think it was a close game. It was a well played game. And then today come across and down 4-0 in the last inning and come back and win 10-4. So no quit here from the Smoke guys. And so congratulations to them. And this will be the end of our broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy what we're doing here, if you don't care to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Olney Sports Broadcasting, try to get that subscriber count up and help us out.